Hi everyone, this is Deborah and I'm back with another video. Today I'm showing you these ephemera packs that I've just listed on Etsy, and I just want to take you through what I've done and how I've made them. So let's start with the actual packet. So what I've done here is I've got a piece of paper and page from an old atlas. It's quite a large atlas, and I've just folded it down and then folded the bottom of it up a couple of times and put a couple of staples in it just to hold it. I didn't want to glue it or anything because I'm hoping that whoever buys the pack will actually take the staples out and then they can use this. They could use it as a pocket as is, but it's also big enough that they can cut it up into other things if they want to. And then we'll start with what's in there. Now, the packs have got a lot of similar items, but the actual detail on some of them is different. So I'm just going to take you through all of this pack and then the differences in each of the other packs. So we'll start with this. This is a piece of A5 cardstock, and I've printed this out. This is an old receipt that I own, so it's a vintage receipt from 1935 that I own. So each pack has got something like that printed out, and as I said, it varies from pack to pack. There is also a piece of cardstock, which is graph paper, and again, each pack might be slightly different. Some are more brown than others, but that's a piece of Heidi Swap graph paper. And then every pack will have a pay envelope. So this is a pre-printed pay envelope that you can use in your junk journals. And every pack has 4 of these little mini envelopes. Some of them are slightly smaller than the others. There's the other one in this particular pack. So we've got 4 little envelopes, and every pack has 4 envelopes, although the designs may vary. Then we've got a postcard. Now this I have taken from a piece of scrapbooking paper that I own, and I've backed it onto white cardstock, so that's all nicely glued on and the edges are inked. And everyone has a postcard, although the design might be slightly different. Then we have a vintage library index card, and this has had this for a few years, and it actually, from my memory, I bought them from Boston in the US. So that every pack will have one. Again, what's on them will be different. They're all typed on a typewriter. They're obviously fairly old. Libraries don't have index cards like that anymore. And then every pack will have one of these, albeit slightly different. So these are the playing cards, or actually it's a game, which is a travel game that I recently did, and I've changed the front of it and added some things and put a paper doll on there, and you can see that on one of my videos. So I'll try and remember to link to that particular one so you can see how I make those. And again, this is an item that I've made as well. It's on a piece of printed card, and I do have a video on how I made these as well. So I'll link to those 2 videos in the description so you can go and have a look how they're made, if that's what you'd like to do. And then every pack has one of these, which is the Tim Holtz stitched slot dies in black cardstock. It's actually a basil cardstock, so the front has a bit of a pattern on it and the back is quite smooth. So it's the basil cardstock that's been around for ages. And they also have one of these pockets, this envelope pocket here. So that's a pocket that is in every pack. And then there are a number of these. So these are manila cardstock, and there's 7 gypsies. This piece at the bottom is perforated, and you can tear that off if you like and use it, which I do. Sometimes I leave it on. If you don't like it, you can throw it in the bin. So they all have those. I've got another couple here. So there's top 10, and there's also, that's it for that. So every pack has one of those. They'll all be the same in each pack. And then there are 3 of these manila index cards. So again, that's quite thick cardstock. So every pack has those. I think those are 7 gypsies as well. This is from the collections range, and it's manila cardstock, and it's got 4 little printed journaling spots on it. So each pack has one of those. Each pack has a flag. It's got a little hole in the top. Every one of them slightly different. It's from the same range, so it's got some sort of pink grey, sort of greeny tone flowers. They're floral, so each pack gets one of those. And then I have got these numbers that I've made from Tim Holtz numeric stamps, and they're stamped with Ranger black archival ink, and the size of them is 3 by 5, I think. They're an AT, maybe 3 by 4, that looks better. They're the size of an ATC, an artist trading card. So every pack will get one of those, but every number, you know, the numbers will be different, anywhere from 1 through 9, depending on which pack. And then I've got botanicals. So each pack gets 3 botanicals, and I've cut these out from a book that I own, and this paper in the book is lovely. It's not shiny, and it's quite thick paper, so I really like it. And you can see I had to sacrifice the back, what was on the back of some of them, unfortunately, to cut them out. And some of them I've left the information about what the plant is, so the new owner could cut that off if they wanted to. Some of them I haven't, but each pack will have 3, and obviously all of those will be different. And then there'll be 3 little photographs. So these are on quite heavy white card. These are pre-printed. I can't remember the brand of them, but you get one for the family, 1 woman and 1 man. So I'll just tuck this into the front pocket down here. And then a little mini playing card. So every playing card will obviously be different, but every pack has a mini playing card. And that's it. I think there might be 31 pieces, not including the map, but I've said 30 in the listing. So now I'm just going to show you the differences with some of the other packs. The printed one in this is a bank book, different postcard, the little envelopes, and the actual 2 things are different. The botanicals are different, as I said. There's botanicals. What else is different? And the numbers are different. So in here we've got a 1 and an 8, and the little playing card. So that's the second pack. This is pack 3. In this we've got a printed piece with 2 vintage photos on there that I own, and I've printed out for you. And the differences are these ones. I've got 2 of those, a different library card, the numbers, which are a 7, and try and find the other number. I know it's somewhere. I'm sure we'll find it in a minute. And the botanicals are different as well. Oh, here's the other number. We've got a 7 and a 4. And there's the other botanical that I've cut out, and the playing card, which is different. So that's the 3rd pack. Pack 4 has got, this time we've got both sides of the bank book. We've got 2 of the little cards, the postcard, different envelopes. As I said, you'll get different envelopes depending on which pack you get. That's the library index card. The numbers in here are 4 and 8, and the playing card is also an 8. That wasn't on purpose, that was purely accidental. Oh, there's another look at one of those little flags, and then these are the botanicals in that pack. This one is pack 5, and I keep forgetting what I've done for each one. So this one has got both. It's got the receipt that I showed you before in a smaller version, and then this old vintage envelope that I own that was posted in 1932 in Tassie, the Heidi swap. You can see here's the postcard and the flag this time, which is quite nice, black and white. And we've got the botanicals, which here and here for the botanicals. our numbers are 1 and 9, and oh, that's right, here's our little differences in the cards that I've made. So that's pack 5, and then here, this one is printed out, and this is a piece of vintage ephemera I own, which is, it's actually a scout thing, so it's all about the scouts, and it's a long card that was folded up, printed on both sides. So I've printed part of that out onto here for you. And let's see what else is in here. And you can see this is a different one for the Heidi Swap card, and again the envelopes are slightly different. We've got a flag, a postcard, a different card for the library index, and we've got 2 of these. Oh, that doesn't want to come out. There you go. So this little guy's got a button and a bit of fabric on him. So these are all sewn on the machine. The bigger cards are not. I've done them just by hand without doing any sewing on them. And the numbers in here are 8 and, let's see what the other number is. Oh, 9. 8 and 9. Or I guess you could have that as 8 and 6. Depends what you want. And then our botanicals. We've got 3 botanicals in here as well. And then the rest are the same. So that's pack 6. So in 7 we've got, I printed the vintage photo in a larger size that I showed you before. There's the flag. This one is the library index card. And then these 2 are the 2 things that I've made as well. And then our botanicals, which are that one and this one. And then our numbers in this one are 9 and 2, or 6 and 2. Okay, so that's pack 7. This is pack 8. This is the last pack that I did up. And we'll have a look what's in here. So we've got a vintage photo, Heidi Swap, and that's the library card. And then we've got these 2 little things here for the cards that I've made. The little envelopes. Then the botanicals, which are those, this and this. So the botanicals all come from the same book that I've got. That's the flag, and our numbers in this are 2 and 7, and the playing cards are 10. So that's the end for this little video, just sharing what I've made for Etsy. And I'll put all the links below, so if you're interested you can go and have a look, or let people know who are interested. And also stay tuned, because I'm going to be doing a giveaway, my first giveaway. I've just hit 156 subscribers and I'm wanting to get to 200. So I'm going to do a giveaway to try and get to 200. Even if I don't get to 200, I'm still going to do the giveaway, and it will be a travel notebook that I'm going to be giving away, and something I've made, obviously, and I'll show you when I make it. And also it will be open to everyone worldwide, and I'll post it out for you to the winner, depending on who the winner is. So I'm looking forward to that. I thought I'd give it a go and see if I can hit the 200 subscribers, because that's very exciting for me. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your support. This is Deborah. Cheers.